All right, all you hard slingers out there, welcome back once again to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. I'm not going to take up much of your time, just want to introduce to you episode 6 of our Carrion Crown run-through, the AA meeting. Ready, Voodoo? Boop.
Yeah, we should be good.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
I totally didn't think that was going to make noise.
Yeah, I'm ready. Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, the Carrion Crown run-through, episode 6. And here are the hard slingers.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with the water?
It's hot in here.
Oh, isn't that what beer's for?
Well, I have 2 Voodoos open already. I don't want you to shut me off this time around. Oh, I'm going to give you water now, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You're just getting ice.
So how's everyone feel after last week's little... You are all level 2.
Yeah,
Woo,
so I
yes.
feel great.
Dope.
You look great. You look alive.
Yeah,
Oust. Dylan Strong.
Oust,
hanging on. How's this hanging on?
hanging on. A little sad. Oust did not prepare his level 2 stuff.
All right. So it's been quite the day, right? And quite the night. Secret. Everybody's got a secret, right? You got all you guys finally back under one roof. When we last left off, everyone was taking in all that had just occurred, most notably the death of Ermin. That's when Kendra noticed someone standing across that damn road, Lewis.
That damn road.
It's that damn road. From the house.
Did she age?
Oh, a
Wait,
little bit.
30 years?
It's from Pet Cemetery.
She called it to the attention of Oust and Talos, who went out to meet this new face. And Nick, describe your character.
The new character is named Ermin. Or
Wait.
Erwin. Sorry, I'm getting confused already.
You did this to yourself.
You know,
I did.
Let's do this in game. All
Erwin
right.
2.0.
Oust, Talos, you see this figure standing across that damn road, looking inside. And he's just waiting. He comes towards you.
We will open the door.
Hey, what you doing out there?
Is this a different show?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, hold on. I didn't get my Al's voice. What are you doing out there?
Oh, my God. That is night and day.
Oh my God.
Oscar worthy.
So I heard all this commotion outside, inside the house. Is this the Kendra residence?
Kendra, what are you talking about? This is Professor Loremore's residence.
Oust, I've put in for a change of ownership. It is now my house. It is the Kendra house.
She pays the HOA now.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. That was quick, Kendra. It normally takes a few months.
Yes, well, anyways.
Don't mind that.
Invite him in, please. He looks an awful lot like the one that just expired in the hallway.
Who just expired?
Where's
Ermin?
You know Ermin?
Yes, we trained together at a monastery. He told me all about all the crazy things that are happening in town. I just arrived. Where is he? Can I talk to him?
If you know Ermin.
Sure, let me go get him for you.
Kendra, wait a moment.
You hear her grunting as she's pulling something across the floor.
Kendra, calm down. We'll get him out of your house eventually. If you knew Ermin, is there something about him you could tell us that would prove that fact that you did in fact know him?
I mean, we trained at the same monastery together.
But maybe something more concrete, like what was his favorite animal or
Favorite food.
hobbies?
Fuck it.
Did he wear any jewelry?
His favorite animal was an eagle. I know that for sure.
Which direction did he like best?
What do you mean, what direction?
Like, was he
upright
straight
or
or...
like-
East, west, right, left.
I thought you were asking if he was like straight or gay.
Well,
Sorry, Junior.
I was just trying.
I don't know what you mean by
I
that.
was trying to get the specifics of like which direction the eagle's head was facing.
So, are you oiled up as well then, or what?
Oh yeah.
It's their
How much do you have
calling card.
relative to Ermin? How much oil does Erwin have? Is it like twice as much, half as much?
Copious amounts.
Copious amounts. All right, it's
Always
like,
oiled up.
I can't even tell how much oil he has.
It's beneficial for when you're in a altercation. Nobody can really grapple
Yeah,
you.
it's like most of his unarmored AC is oil.
It's gonna slip away.
It's a fucking greased pig.
So you see, you now have somebody very similar to Ermin, shaved head, calluses on his knuckles and on his feet, ripped, but he's asked to see Ermin.
All right, yeah,
It's going to be a tough one.
yeah. He's this way, and I lead Erwin down the hallway towards Ermin's corpse, with Kendra like trying to track him over.
And you see that laying in the middle of the hallway is your brother in arms, and he is just beat to a bloody pulp. I mean, the only thing recognizable about him is his shaved head and 2 gold medallions hanging from chains around his neck.
Oh my God, Ermin. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Brian! It's just-
Wait.
I curse myself.
Let's pause here. Should we give him the opportunity to change his name, or do we want to watch him suffer like this for?
I'm going to watch this suffer. This is going to be awesome.
All right.
I'm probably gonna get
It's only
going to
be for this episode, really.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him later. You see that map right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's done.
I'm ready.
You got Ershwin waiting for you?
Maybe, yeah.
Herman.
Herman. And then Herwin. So you see he's on the floor, and she's trying to bring him towards you, grabbing him by one of his arms, and you could see she's still in a relative state of shock. Tears have long stained her face from whatever had gone on, whatever drew your attention to this residence.
Ermin, I'm sorry. It was too late. It's depressing to see you like this.
I'll walk up to Erwin and I'll put a hand on his shoulder.
It slips right off.
I put it back up. I like wipe it off, and I change my mind about doing the whole thing. Ermin was he was a great fighter. I can't see how this. I don't understand how this could happen. Maybe he forgot he had 2 attacks or something. I don't know what happened.
It's unfortunate.
He was hitting on my woman.
And for
Did
that,
you
her
do-
dad was hitting on him.
Was it you? Did you kill him?
Dad did not approve. Sorry, we're getting way out.
As you guys are in the hallway, make a perception check. Who's ever in the hallway?
I'm feeling like Raku. I lost my D20.
7.
7.
10.
12.
12. Oust, you hear something coming from the room that you know is the study, the same room where Ermin had been sleeping previously, but the door is slightly closed.
You guys, I don't know if Ermin's back, or whoever's in his room, but there's someone in there. I'm hearing some noises. Can I walk up to the door and actually see if I could
Sure.
hear anything more than just from the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a natural 20.
You hear.
Safely assuming that someone's sleeping, I'm going to open the door.
You see the doctor is completely passed out on the bunk, atop of tomes that were left open. His mask is slightly askew, but yet still attached to his face. He appears to have urinated himself. That's what you get for not being here.
Talos, never mind. I think I found the doctor.
Oh, is he still in there?
Oh, he's knocked out. I mean, right now would be the best time to mess with him.
You could smell the heavy, strong smell of spirits
coming off of him.
Yeah, just strong booze. You know, like when you start leaking that shit out of your body.
Is it like permeating through the entire house at this point?
No, it's just kind of relative, staying relative
It's
to
in
the
the
room.
room.
I'll leave
Yeah.
it alone then.
Yeah, I'll just walk in. Do I see any like bedding or anything like that, like a blanket or something?
Just a bunch of books.
all right.
Just
Then I'll
kinda throw a
just
couple books over.
stay warm.
Dude, you're gonna soak that shit in pee if you do it. Don't
Not
do
the
it.
books. I was just looking for a blanket. I'm just
Oh.
like, all
Yeah,
right.
you'll.
He's laying on top of the covers, which have books on top of those, and he's just basically out on top of them.
All right, then he should be fine. Then I'm just gonna walk back and close the door and
Localize the mess.
yeah, just leave it there.
You see Kendra's with so much futile energy trying to wipe up the blood spatter off the walls and off the floor. She's just with a rag in her hand, just it's got to come out. My resale value.
Kendra, you're worried about resale value.
Kendra, you should go to bed. I'll take care of this. Just
She gets up and starts droning her way towards the master bedroom.
okay.
You see her close the door and you hear a lock. We're going to try that again, huh?
Didn't sound bad.
That didn't sound bad, whatever. And the lock engages.
Okay. I'm going to use prestidigitation to clean up Ermin, his body, his clothes, and then the walls of his blood.
Okay. Kind of just whoosh, whoosh, almost like a wet erase marker.
Yeah, just clean it up.
Okay.
Get it over with.
Why don't you get that unseen servant to like,
Mop the floors.
Dude, there's no need to be bitter.
It's like, was that like Fantasia? Have the little mops kind of cleaning up.
what if?
Dude, we got it. We're gonna die to brooms if that happens. I don't know if we'd survive.
So the night starts going on. It's well past midnight at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans? You guys gonna stand there and stare at each other?
No, I'm going to retire to my room.
Okay. Oust. That leaves you and Erwin.
Ermin's probably still there.
Y'all gonna bunk up or what?
I'm okay with bunking up. I don't sleep. I was just going to do some reading, but
I don't sleep. I'm gonna watch you. he's sleeping and he's just standing right over you, just looking right down at you.
that's right. The last oily guy tried to take my girl, so I don't know.
Gotta watch this
Gotta
one.
watch this one.
You went like all street on him just now.
Did I? Oh,
Last oily motherfucker.
this mother. No, I'm gonna walk to. This is really
7-Eleven
confusing
or
for me.
what?
No, Irwin. No, Irwin's
Erwin, yes.
Irwin.
Irwin.
Okay,
You got it,
Let's
man.
think win.
Win.
He's gonna
All right.
win this time.
You're gonna win this
Exactly.
time.
He's gonna win that death save.
Irwin, I know your travels were long, and I'm sorry you did not make it in time. But there's arrangements we have to make tomorrow morning. You should get some rest.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Kendra's not around, but you could sleep. Choose a room. It's all right.
Well, thank you for your kindness. I really appreciate it. It's been a long night. And then I go into one of the open bedrooms.
Okay. You hear the
And I
lock
hit-
click behind him.
Yeah. Mend wood on the door. Just kidding. Make sure he stays. Just kidding.
Well, it just leaves you and the body.
Well, it's not much I'm going to do with that body, so. We covered the body, right?
We didn't do anything.
We didn't do
I
any-
cleaned it up and that's it. I stopped.
Now,
Anyone has some lime or. No, just kidding.
why are you gonna drink him? You're gonna shoot him like a tequila?
You're gonna dispose of the body or
Bury
something?
him. Just kidding.
Disfigure him so we can't identify him?
So the night goes without any.
I want to use the night to attune to the ion stone.
Okay, let's roll back a little bit. So as the night begins to move on, where are you at, by the way?
I'm in the bedroom next to the study.
Next to the what?
The study?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where the dead bodies are?
No, there was a study
The
room.
study is
no.
where
There was a
professor. Sorry, the doctor is knocked
okay.
out.
The study.
Uh-huh.
It was the study, a toilet, another bedroom,
Oh,
and
I
then the
see.
master bedroom.
Okay, then I guess I'm next to Kendra's room.
That's where he's at.
That's where he's at.
That's where.
Is that the only
Irwin-
other room?
Other than study in the toilet, you want to sit on the toilet?
I don't know. I went into a room first, and then I guess Irwin showed up. It's fine.
I didn't know there was. I lost
I thought there was a
rooms.
big room in where I stayed, over by the front door.
There is. That's the master.
The master?
The door led into a hallway,
Yeah, and then
and then off to the left was a master bedroom, Kendra's old bedroom, a toilet, and then the study, and then to the right, which would be to the south, was the like where the sofa was at,
okay, I think
and then
that's
the
where I was
dining
staying.
room, and then the kitchen towards the rear.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I guess since Talos is in another room, I guess I was gonna stay in the.
Well, you're an elf though too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're welcome to stay, Irwin, but my people don't sleep, so
We're
if
just
you
gonna-
feel uncomfortable.
feel comfortable.
Just
I
gonna watch me the
advise-
whole night.
I advise you to leave. But
I'm just gonna try to get some rest next to Ermin's body. I don't know.
Just snuggle up. Oh my god!
you just go into the fetal position next to Ermin, crying the whole time.
Hold me.
We don't know their full extent of relationship.
Yeah, we don't know
They
that
might have been a
history.
lot.
Why don't you just go into
Brothers
the
in arms.
study?
I'm not going to the study. This covered in the docks in there covered in piss and shit.
The doc's covered. Go into the toilet. Then all you got to do is sit down. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna power one out, and then I'm gonna tune to the stone.
Okay. So as you're sitting on your throne, tell me what you. Give me some description of what you intend to do with this.
Yeah, so to attune with it, you kind of just have to like be focused on it and like touching like the magical object for like a full hour. So what Talos is doing is he's gonna sit like cross-legged. He's gonna take the Iron Stone in one hand, bring both of them together like almost as if in like prayer, and then like meditate for the next hour that it takes to attune.
Okay. I need for you to make an Arcana check.
Okay. 17.
17. As you're holding this stone between your hands, you feel your hands start to push apart, and you try to push your hands closer together to make sure the stone doesn't fall to the floor. And the harder you try to bring your hands closer together, the more they seem to be repelled away from one another. Eventually, your hands can't maintain their pressure against each other, and the stone pushes them away, moves up in front of your face, and then it leaves your vision. But you feel this like a repelling force around your head, going in a circular fashion. Almost feels as though somebody's drawing a circle around your head in air, but it's going to the point where you can feel just a tiny pressure around the dome of your head. As you turn towards the basin and look in the mirror, you see this stone orbiting around your head.
Hell yeah.
Some trippy
Is there?
stuff.
Can I dismiss it in any way? Because it's pretty conspicuous. And normally that's not a problem for me, but I can't let I don't want the other guy to know that I have it yet. Or
It is attuned to you at this point. So as you start to contemplate whether or not this is too conspicuous to see, you move your hand up to see if you could pull it out of its orbit, and as you're moving your hand towards it, it immediately goes towards your hand and right into the palm of your hand.
Okay. And
Once you release it again, it goes back up, starts circling around you, and again you call it into your hand, and you get the feeling that this thing is mentally attuned to you, and it has the ability to do what you ask of it.
Awesome.
As far as go up there and give me your benefits, or come into my hand and don't give me your benefits.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to dismiss it for now.
Okay.
Then I'm just gonna have a boring long rest.
Alrighty.
Pouring long rest.
Yeah.
So morning comes and you hear what?
You're like
Nights
about to say
adjust, yeah,
sleep.
sleep.
You're like, oh fuck, I can't just sleep.
I got two guys that don't sleep.
Yeah.
As the sun starts to rise in the morning, you hear at the door.
You're the closest. You're gonna go out and get it.
You don't even want to get the fucking door. Whose responsibility is this?
House,
I got it last time.
House, get the door.
Fine. Walk over to the door. Who is it?
It's Sheriff Kayla.
May I ask who?
Open the fucking door.
Hold on. Don't know where the key's at. Kendra? Sheriff, what's the purpose
She
of
comes
your...
out. Perception check. You see Irwin behind her in the room. We're gonna start. She comes out of the room. Robe tied around her. What's going on, Houst?
I don't know.
Open the door, ma'am. Is that Sheriff Cowler out there?
Damn right it is.
Well, let him in, please.
Did you lock the door? I can't get this lock undone. And I'll fidget with it a little bit and pop it open.
Okay. Door opens up. You see Sheriff Kaler outside with 3 of his deputies standing alongside him. He enters without being asked, and he closes the door behind him. And he says, "Well, I bring news. As of this morning, 2 more letters have appeared on the memorial. The letters S and the letter O. I'm going to have to ask each of you what you are getting up to last night."
Well, I'd hate to break it to you, Sheriff, but we have lost one of our own last night.
We were a bit distracted with the loss of one of our companions.
All 4 of the men crane their head towards the left, and they all see the body lying in the hallway down there. What the hell happened here last night?
What is it exactly that you see?
We see a dead body.
Then you're going to need to come closer because there's a second.
The sheriff starts to move forward, and his 3 deputies remain behind. And as he turns the corner, he sees the headless corpse of Petros laying next to Ermin. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here?
We haven't the faintest idea.
Where were you? Ermin?
Irwin.
No, I know you said your name was, what the fuck ever. I'm going to have to ask each of you what you were doing last night.
We didn't collaborate.
Oh, you want to get your story straight, shall
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
There's no story getting straight. As I'm speaking,
Where's the doctor?
I open the door to reveal the doctor is sleeping in his own piss. You won't. He has an alibi. You can tell.
For fuck's sake! Where were you at, leaf hugger?
Oh, we were at the residence the entire time. We were abruptly disturbed by the coming back of the professor.
And you?
The same. I was with House the entire time.
And who are you? You obviously see, not Ermin.
My name is Irwin.
It's quite the busy residence this morning, isn't it?
It appears so. Apparently, you guys don't know what time to come after brunch.
Well, forgive me, I didn't bring my coffee this morning.
I'll go get the door.
And where were you?
I was traveling here
From?
from the monastery,
From?
way off in the land of Valeria.
Very well.
It's a fucking crossover now.
Tell us, as you open the door, you see standing there as a young boy. He's got dark, curly hair, pimples scattered about his face. He appears to be about 13 years old. Go ahead and make a history check.
That is 13.
13. You remember him from being at the professor's funeral. He was the son of Zokar Elkerd. His name was Pervin. And he
This
looks.
little kid's perving around.
Yeah.
What a perving little kid.
He looks at you and he says, "Is there a Talos wood-woven present?"
Oh,
You see in his
yeah.
hand there's a note.
yep. That's me. I'm.
This is for you, sir. And he hands it up to you. And
Yeah.
his hand remains out.
Oh, well, yeah. Here you go. And I use prestidigitation to make a coin, and I put it in his hand,
Thank you, sir.
and I close the door, and it disappears.
He runs away.
Grubhub or what is this?
No, the prestidigitation, the trinkets last for 6 seconds, 6 to 12 seconds.
He's all excited. He's never seen such a large gold coin in his hand before. As the sheriff and the deputies are engaged with the two other men, you unfold this note, and the pallor in your face gets ashen. Talos, my brother in academia, I wish to meet with you in private. Come to the stables across from the Lormore residence. Arrive within 10 minutes, and arrive alone. A.A.
Excuse me, Sheriff. I'm going to need to step out for a bit. I need a bit of fresh air with all that's
What
happened
is
here.
this about?
I'll explain when I return. I just need a breather. It's been a long night.
I'll expect you back here in a few minutes if you're not. I'm sending my posse out to look for you.
All right. They won't need to. I'll be back.
Very well. So as you make your way across,
This doesn't sound smart, but that's exactly what I'm doing.
okay, you leave the Lormore residence, go across the dirt road, past where you saw your new comrade in arms waiting, watching last night. You see before you a dilapidated stables, the door hanging slightly askew, only being held together by one hinge.
Yeah, I walk up to it, look at the door quickly, and open it up.
As it pivots halfway, you can see a silhouette of a man in the very back of the stables. And even though it's bright outside and there is some illumination inside, this man just seems to suck up all the light in this building.
I'm going to call out to the silhouette. Adivian, I didn't expect to see you, especially after your last episode.
Step forward, please,
I'll
my
step forward.
friend. Were you followed?
Not from what I can tell.
So I can take it you are alone.
You have my promise that I am alone.
Well, I must say I am quite surprised to see you still in Ravengrow. The funeral is over. Why have you lingered here?
It was the professor's request. It was his last will, his last testament, that we stay and protect his daughter. And that's exactly what we'll be doing.
And where do you intend to go once your business is concluded here?
I haven't given it too much thought yet. I know that I will be returning to Lepidstadt and returning a few materials of his, but that's the most I know.
When we first met, you had mentioned you were searching for tomes.
Yes.
Was your search successful?
No, not yet. But that doesn't mean I've given up.
You know, something has bothered me since the reading of the late professor's will. What did he leave behind? Was there anything left to your custodial duties?
Nothing for myself, no.
Remember what I said. In the eye, truth can be found.
I haven't forgotten.
Perhaps you found a tome after all. One with a rich purple cover and a brass scarab set with a single eye in its center. I believe the title of which to be Manual of the Order of the Palatine Eye.
I will have to look through the books again to see which one that may be, but is there Is that a particular interest to you?
It does hold my interest, and it would benefit me greatly to have that book in my possession, as well as possibly your company.
Well,
Let me earn your confidence. I wish to dispense to you a parcel of information as a sign of faith. Your colleague, the doctor, last night he was at the Laughing Dragon. After he examined a piece of paper in his possession, he left rather quickly. I followed from the shadows as he made his way towards the town hall. He met with Councilwoman Myrta Strelok, and it was during this meeting that he was tasked with the charge of eliminating poor old Vashian Hearthmount. You remember him, yes? I know I certainly do.
I remember him. I'm not too fond of him, but don't believe he deserves to die.
I don't believe he was fond of anybody at that reading of the will. From what I've seen of you, though, Talos, it would appear that your shadow may indeed be a little longer than Lormar's. And I look forward to our next meeting.
I do as well, but before our next meeting, I believe you owed me a secret. I'm hoping it isn't this.
Let us say that I have found a way for what we in our field search for. I have found the way. Join me, and together you can follow me on this way. What you seek, I know I can see it in your heart. I saw it the day at the funeral. I saw it at the reading of the will. I know you. I know of your kind, and I know the type of person Lormor used to attract. It was like a gravity of a dying star. He knows us. That's why we were attracted to him. But when he saw our true character, he couldn't handle it. And that is why so many of us have turned away from him long before his demise.
I think I know what you're talking about. And I will certainly consider it. If I find this book, what can you promise?
I could promise that the sun will never set on you, because it will never set on me.
All right. Where can I find you?
I will find you, and then I will expect an answer. Be ready for me.
You will have it.
You see him reach into the folds of his clothes. He pulls out a little vial and he chugs it, and you start to see him become translucent and then disappear entirely. You see some thrushes go towards the back of the stable. A couple boards move out of the way, and you just know that he has made his exit at that point.
Okay. I'm going to check my belongings to make sure that the book is still there. I'm going to feel for it. I'm not going to expose it or anything.
Okay.
I'm going to feel for it, check that it's there, and then after I'm certain that it's still on me, I'm going to leave and go back to the Lorimer residence.
Okay, as you're checking to make sure the book is there, and it is, you suddenly feel the weight of the iron stone in your possession, and it feels very heavy. And as you walk out of the stables, you can't help but be drawn towards the direction of the unfurling scroll. Your head kind of just turns in that direction, and you remember your promise. I also want you to make a perception check.
That is 13. No, sorry, 15.
15. You notice as you're looking up the road towards that way, you see 4 men standing in the shade of a tree, and they appear to be watching you. And even at this distance, you can see that these men look dangerous. They look like killers.
Jesus.
Back at the Lorimore residence, you oust
Like I said, Sheriff, you're quite a little bit cranky in the morning.
The moaning?
In the morning.
You cranky in the morning.
Please, who found these extra letters on the monument?
One of the deputies. He's been ordered to patrol that area. Throughout the evening, they've been going in shifts.
I would wake up my friend, the doctor, but as you can see already, he's passed out and
He smells useless right now.
he had a very long night. So he has definitely not been useful to anyone. But he did develop to find a pattern that has been happening around these monuments. By any chance, have you seen any creatures or anything that has been sacrificed in a way near the monument?
Creatures.
Yes, from what I understand,
That's odd. You should say that.
wasn't your cat Mittens lost and killed by this monument?
Now let's get one thing clear. You named him Mittens.
But
Because I like that name, I'm going to keep his dead body as Mittens. Yes, there was a swine after the Mittens.
R.I.P. Mittens.
We did find a horse this morning, not far from the memorial.
Fucking Christ, it's
Been
getting bigger.
slaughtered.
Is there any local petting zoos nearby that the animals are missing from?
Round up all your cows.
No, there's not. But thanks for your inquiry. Perhaps we'll put that on the docket at the next town hall meeting. We need a petting zoo to help this psychotic murderer.
We should.
Supply him with more fresh meat.
Well, whatever the psychotic murderer is doing, we've also noticed a lot of undead coming, especially the professor coming back 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago?
Last
night.
The night before, there was
Still
3
last
other
night.
creatures. What?
Still last night.
No, I meant like the night before.
The
that
day
was-
before
where-
we saw one, I think.
the day before we saw the professor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we were matched by
No, that was the
another-
first night. Was when the
Zombies.
zombies started moving. The next night,
So this is the second night?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
you're on the 3rd day. This is the
So
3rd
we're
day.
in the morning of the 3rd day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You fall in love fast, Oust. What can I
Yeah.
say, man?
You got a big heart.
You got a big cock.
Yeah, that too.
Gooch is just shaking his head.
It's nuts.
Continue.
Sheriff, along with these letters on the monuments, I believe whoever might be conjuring this up have also been dealing with the undead. Our first night here, were attacked by several undead. And now, last night, we were attacked and lost one of our fellow companions.
That's an interesting theory there, Elf. Do you have anything to support that?
Not at the moment, other than the lettering and the sacrifices that I could only believe that have been left by the monument along with the letters.
He takes out a piece of graphite and a parchment and he starts writing down on it V-E-S-O. This is the order of the letters. Do they mean anything to either of you? Any of you?
No.
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 I'm not there, right?
Yeah, you're not there. Fuck you.
You're outside. you're taking a smoke break.
Yeah.
Recess.
Well, they mean nothing to us either.
Well, they got to mean something to somebody. I mean, why just randomly pick letters?
Well, you could see the V is a consonant, followed by a vowel. So it's spelling something out. These are not random letters.
Well, Sheriff, would you like to buy another vowel?
I have one. There's an O.
I was also thinking Wheel of Fortune the whole time.
Sheriff, I gotta go get something to eat. Very well. Well, I need to go feed my feed my deputies. So, we'll be in touch.
That we will. Just make sure, Sheriff. Grab some coffee. See you back with a smile.
I'm trying the decaffeinated scene. It doesn't appear to be working for me.
I don't think it's a good route for you, sir.
Thank you for your advice. As he makes his way towards the door, he sees Talos coming up the porch, and he passes him, and he says, I'll be in touch. Him and his boys leave and head back into the hub of town.
All right. I'm not going to dignify that with a response and then just walk in.
I take it we all knew that the messenger, since we were all in the hallway, we knew the messenger was at the door, right?
You heard the door knock. I don't know if you heard so much what had gone on at the door. Why don't you make a perception check? We could do this post-percept.
I'll do one as well.
That's 16.
16?
6.
6? At the time you were engaged with the conversation with the sheriff, Oust, you did hear the delivery of this note being delivered by this pubescent boy
This little pervy kid.
asking for
Pervin.
asking for Talos Windwoven, and that's all you know.
All right. As Talos walks in, making sure that the sheriff and his deputies are gone, Talos, was that a messenger that came by?
Yeah, it's no big deal. I got a letter from an old friend. Brought back a lot of memories. Just needed to take a break. I'm back. We'll be fine.
That's weird. Did you send a forwarding address before you came to the funeral?
I let him know that I'd be attending Lorimer's funeral. They're back at the university. I'm sure we'll see them when we deliver the books.
And I'll play it off. Can I roll insight to see?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Can I roll deception?
That would be 10.
Roll your deception.
All right.
Oh.
19.
All right, I guess it was just a pen pal.
From all that you two have been through in session 0, part 1 and part 2,
Don't do this to me, you son of a bitch.
you truly believe that everything he is telling you comes from the heart. You believe emphatically that he would never lie to you. He is like a father to you. At some point, you believe that you might be the heir to his fortune and be graced with a bride blessed by him.
All right. Kendra.
He got you back, man.
Got me. Got me.
So, alas, poor Ermin. What are you going to do with his remains?
Let's wrap him up in a fucking carpet. I don't know.
How dare you?
Well, actually, we should...
Erwin, perhaps we should be asking you. You're part of a monastery. What traditions should we be following to properly give Ermin the burial he deserves?
Well, we usually bury our dead by fire. So we burn the bodies.
Metal. I like it.
You were going to say something else.
I was going to say I would highly respect burning his bodies. His bodies.
His bodies, all of them?
all of his
Erwin,
bodies.
jump on that motherfucker.
Well, he's got that eagle, you know. I don't know if we have to burn that separately.
We have to smelt that.
I was also thinking of maybe laying him to rest at the monastery.
That would be another great option.
You know, this is might be a little sensitive kind of thing to say here, and I don't mean touchy-feely sensitive. This is probably not the greatest subject to bring up, but we do need to visit the crypt, and at the moment we happen to have 2 bodies
And a reason to be there.
and reason to dig. Most importantly,
I mean,
I can dig it, yo.
you dig?
afterwards, I promise we can burn the body, as you and Ermin would have seen fit.
That sounds like a good plan to me. I'm on board.
Okay.
You two make a history check.
Are we like checking back on the last time we burned a body? 19.
20.
On the die.
Not natural, just 20.
Okay. You both realize that there is something in his possession that is very important.
Oh my god.
The eagle medallion.
No, it's a fucking book.
The fucking eagle medallion. He bought it like yesterday.
Yeah. So
You didn't say
Alice and I
to
both.
whom it was important to, okay?
Alice and I both make our way eagerly to the body, and we're like super excited for what we're gonna get. And I bring out the book, and you like bring out the eagle medallion.
Hey, man, if it won Kendra that night.
Holy shit.
There it is. There it is. Anyway,
That's what he gets for trying to cock block you. You know that.
I know.
She made him a sandwich, and she was going to make him a blueberry turnover next,
Oh,
dude.
man, I
Those
know.
things are going to...
Hello.
I'm gonna take the book, and I guess let's wrap up the body in like a blanket or something.
Let's respectfully wrap it up in whatever we can find. I'm sure Kendra's got some leftovers from her DUI.
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 That come from?
DUI.
Last time she was pulled over the horse carriage for being too rummed up.
And I'm gonna write a note, and I'm gonna like
Catch you
leave
later.
leave it next to the professor as like, we've gone out. Bury the professor.
You're going to tell the professor to bury himself.
No, I'm giving it to. Oh, he's the professor again, didn't I? I give it to the doctor.
Okay.
I write it to the doctor.
Okay.
I made that mistake like twice this episode.
So, do you wish to take anything off your lover?
My lover.
I thought you said lover for a second.
I did say
He
lover.
did say lover.
You know, I look at the body and I do see this eagle medallion.
There it
It's
is.
really standing out to me,
Are you guys gonna fight over it? What's
and I feel like my brother
roll off.
would want me to wear this in his honor.
Would your brother want you to roll off for that eagle medallion?
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
You guys are insane.
What is that?
17.
Your brother wants you to have that eagle
Damn, you
medallion.
really snatched it out of my
It
hands.
was destined.
Give me that.
I turned into a bear.
So you know that the Temple of Pharasma, where's this thing at? Do we even know?
The
Do I
temple-
even know? I'm going to put my glasses back
You,
on.
Yeah.
you told us where it was.
I think I did. Hold on.
Our,
It is.
the guy that has the map is
It is
passed out.
It is E on the map.
Okay, so the temple is at letter E on the map, which is at the northwestern portion of the town. You guys are down here in letter N, which is way at the southern portion. So you're going to have to cut your way across the river. There's two bridges, one way up here, which would take you out of your way. The other one is more towards the west, and then you could just follow the road up and hit it. It's right off the main road.
Okay.
Kendra tells you, if you're going to take poor Ermin up there, you may use the horse and the wagon. It's in back of the house. She just looks fully devastated right now.
Thank you, kid. We appreciate it. We know you were fond of Ermin as well. Oust more than anyone was aware, and we'd gladly make use of the wagon to get his body up there.
Yes, thank you.
So we'll load him up.
Carefully.
Chuck him in.
Yeah, just
Chuck him in.
So you throw his ass in with the utmost care that one could chuck a corpse in.
Shove him in the trunk.
Now, what do you do with
Get in
the...
the driver's seat.
You left the professor's body behind, right?
Yep.
Okay, as you leave the house and close the door and everything, you start moving up the road, you hear behind you, and the house start rocking. Anyways, so you guys make your way up to the temple, and just as it comes into view, we'll see you next session.
Okay.
You fall in love fast, Oust. What can I say, man?
You got a big heart.
You got a big cock. Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to the show on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us a 5-star review. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or visit the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. and check out our galleries we have there. Got a lot of cool pictures up. And finally, join us on our Patreon at patreon.com/rollhard20podcast and receive early releases, bonus content, and swag. Until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s.